Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I'm still having my breakfast. It's come on, Mrs. P. Is Annie over there? So yes, I'm still having my breakfast, toast with jam on. So yes, I did have a little bit of a few things to sort out before I went live. Hi Choppers, hi Vicky. So I'm just sending you an invite. So yes, I did try to get my breakfast before I came on here, but hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Better.
Good, good.
Hello, Vicky, my darling.
Hello, Pixie, my love.
How are you?
I'm getting there.
Getting there, good.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I'm just waiting for a few because, as you know, the Facebook group, you know how it does like a thread of the week where, you know, it features people's channels and video of the week, blah blah blah. But there's only one on it up to yet, so it's told me just to remind everyone that, you know, post the videos, etc.
Yeah,
So
I forgot to post mine.
Well, you've had other things going on, haven't you?
Yeah.
I was going to say something then and I forgot. Yes, I had a bit better night's sleep last night. I still was sort of like waking up every couple of hours. So, yeah. But I sort of did, you know, have a better night's sleep. You know, per se, you know, better than I did the night before, let's say.
Yeah, I watched back the live from yesterday.
Hi, Bella. But yeah.
Hi, Bella. Yeah, I watched back the live yesterday, and yeah, you look like you were feeling pretty rough.
I were.
Yeah, so I'm glad you're feeling a little better.
Oh dear, I tell you. But yeah, you know, it's one of them cases where I didn't know which it hurt me worst. You know,
passed it on to me this morning.
So Pixie's feeling a bit rough this morning. It keeps. I don't know whether it's like because he's give up cigarettes and he's on a vape. He said he felt a bit like rough, dizzy, you know. So I don't know. And I says it could be the fact that, you know, you've packed the cigarettes up. You might be like having withdrawal symptoms. You don't know. You know what I mean?
Nicotine withdrawal can do some funny things to you, so it could be, yeah.
And that's what I said. I says it could be like because you've packed up the cigarettes and you're still vaping. I mean, you're vaping and not having the cigarettes. It could be the fact that it's your body.
It's still craving it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know, it could be your body like actually suffering from withdrawal symptoms of the nicotine or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in Chris's stream last night, me and Emma were in, and she asked me how I was feeling, and I says, you know, not too great. And she says, have you been back to the doctors? You can have Tramadol. I said, been there, done that, got T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. So we know what works
what
doesn't anymore.
You know, I says, basically, I says, I'm on everything that's going.
Yeah.
Bella says, baby. It's all right, he's in there washing the pots.
Yeah.
But yeah, he says that he just felt like a bit dizzy and not sort of up to the mark, if you know what I mean, this morning. So hiya, Alex. Joy's bringing the baby over. She says roughly about 10:30.
Nice.
Because she's been here when Chris has been here, but he were in his work clothes and they didn't want sort of you know, he didn't want to hold the baby just in case, you know, there was something on his uniform or whatever. But obviously he's not at work this week, so she says I'll come over at 10:30 so we can have a cuddle and a, you know.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
She did come the once, but we're in his work clothes, and obviously because of the nature of his job, he didn't want to sort of contaminate.
Yeah. I'm getting better, Alex. It's yeah. To see the nicotine in tobacco is really addictive. And switching from that to something that has like 0.5% nicotine in it.
Yeah.
That's a huge jump. So yeah, I can definitely see where he'd feel off.
Yeah, he says he don't feel 100% this morning.
Yeah, when I first quit like 15 years ago, it was quite the adjustment. I'll tell you that much. Yeah.
Well, that's it. And same as he says, Detox Steve, sorry I missed you. Same as he says, I mean, he could smoke upwards of 20 cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
And when you go from that to nothing, you know.
Oh yeah, that was no joke. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
my biggest. I was saying yesterday to Adam, I said the biggest problem for me was, you know, when you get up in the morning and you just need that morning cigarette.
Yeah, that's exactly what Chris was saying. Like last night on his live stream, he says it's getting out of that routine as soon as you wake up or as soon as you get up, lighting that first cigarette up
with your coffee.
Yeah. And he were exactly the same. First thing, he'd get his coffee and then he'd light a cigarette up. It's sort of getting out of that routine of when you're having your coffee, not lighting a cigarette up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the hardest part for me. Once I got past that, then I was okay.
Yeah.
But the other thing is too, is like, you know, when you have a few drinks with your buddies at the pub or whatever, and it's like you need it. Yeah. There's moments where it was really hard. But that morning cigarette with your coffee in the morning, that was the hardest one for me. Once I got
well, same as I say, I mean, it was like my mum. She only used to have between 5 and 6 cigarettes a day.
Yeah.
But when she used to go out, she used to smoke more.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the fact that she was out with the friends, etc. Hiya, Matthew, how are you? But yeah, you know, I mean, she openly admitted when she's at home, when she were at home, she'd only like have 5 cigarettes a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but she openly admitted that when she went out with the friends, because others were going out for a cigarette, she'd go out as well.
Yeah. Yeah. When you go
to Birmingham, lose control. She went on the hunt for a shop and she bought some cigarettes, and she says, "Oh, you know, I've not been smoking all this while." She says, "But sod it, I'm going to buy a packet."
Temptation, Billa. You gave into the temptation. Yeah, but I mean, there's, you know what, and admittedly, there's a couple times where I actually had a cigarette. The stress sometimes drives you to have a cigarette. You know, it is not easy. And like I said, it was 15 years ago when I quit, but I'll tell you right now, there are days that I wish I had a vape pen or a cigarette or something.
Even now, 15 years on, you still crave that cigarette. Well, you see, this is one of the things that Chris said to me the other day. Want to get a vape pen, blah blah blah. But with my pain that I've had over the past few days, it's a case of, well, I'm not packing up just yet because I'm not ready. And same as we've all said, you've got to be ready to pack up.
You'll know when you're ready.
Because I've been in that much pain these past few days. I says I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, you'll know when you're ready. And this is the thing for me. I got so sick.
Ella said probably withdrawal from cigarettes because you do sort of get that.
What do we withdrawal from cigarettes?
She says tobacco is a drug you did get withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Fine.
He turns into Grumpy Pixie.
Well, that's not no different whether he's smoking or he's not. He's still a grumpy horse.
Still a grumpy old git.
I was just about to say that. That's what...
I want to say that's not down to not smoking cigarettes. That's just his normal temperament first thing in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. This morning,
and that is why, same as I say, because I've been in so much pain, I feel in myself packing up cigarettes is just another stress on top of that.
Yeah, it is. And you know what was hard for me too is I gained a lot of weight when I quit smoking because I turned to food.
Yeah,
to keep me busy, you know.
Like you turn to food as an alternative to putting a cigarette in your mouth.
Yeah, and that's and this there's another way. Like I think maybe I'll just grab a cigarette, grab a pack, and start smoking again because with the stress right now and then being overweight, I'm like maybe it'll help me lose weight. Like the things that go through your head. When
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sort of when Chris said to me the other day, I'm going to buy a vape pen, I'm going to pack the cigarettes up. And I says, well, with the amount of pain I've been in these past few days, it's going to be stressful for me trying to pack up the cigarettes as well as contending with the pain as well. I will. So exactly. it just wanted me to remind everybody, don't forget to post your videos in the thread in the Facebook group.
Yes.
The week. There's only Emily that's winning so far.
Yeah, because there's only Emily posted in it this up to now. So, you know, it says get posting your videos, and it asked me to remind everybody. Bella says.
The one thing that I did notice was like when my sense of smell from it, you know, like I went and I went back to school, and this one girl was sitting beside me, and she the smell from her, I didn't realize how bad. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, it will like it's like me. I'm still smoking, and Chris is having to sit with the door open because he says it's like physically makes him feel sick. The smell of the smoke. Yeah. I Emily.
Yeah.
The Dudley Distress.
Yeah, Alex says he don't have a new video this week. Sorry, hopefully be posting this weekend. That's okay. Just asked me to remind everyone.
Not good enough.
That, you know, the threads are going up. Just to post your links to your video at the moment. Emily's the only one that's posted in it. So if you want to get posting in the Facebook group,
I'm doing it right now.
Matthew said what helped him quit smoking was a book called Quit Smoking the Easy Way.
Okay.
I mean, it's a case of, I know I can do it because before my operation, I had to quit for 3 months, and we actually quit for six months. But the vape pens do help. But then mine broke, and I thought, well, I can't sort of go cold turkey. You can only see your comments, what, in the chat or in the Facebook group, or
I think she can only see my comments. Well, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, you know, it's I know I can do it. I know I can do it with the aid of the vape pens, but same as I say at the moment, I just in the chat. That's funny. Who'd like to be part of my Smule September?
I already volunteered.
Coffee.
Yes.
I posted a video, Pixie.
Huh?
Vicky says she's posted her video.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
It all depends what song you're singing, Emily. If it's one with the high notes, I can't do high notes.
Yeah.
I can't really keep you in the watch it because it don't work.
Oh, William says, just to let you know, my sister's subscribing to everyone on the group.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Oh, he's also followed Buddhism meditation. That has been a great help.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, same as I say, I mean, my frame of mind at the moment, I don't think any sort of meditation would help whatsoever, because it's a case of, I don't know which hurts me most. Hey, Jabba Vlogs, how are you? That is a new supporter of mine, and I supported her. She is part of the drone community. Very lovely lady.
Cool.
Yeah, she says she's on the Google Nexus. The kids have got the iPad. It might be the reason I can't see the chat. Could be, Bella.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Like, everybody is different. Everybody has their own way of quitting and tolerating it and everything else. So, you know, I'm not one of those. There's a lot of people that you sit out there, ex-smokers, that are all like, oh, well, all you need to do is quit. I did it. And it's like, everybody's different.
Yeah.
You know, and the way we deal with it is different. So, you know what? Like, when you're ready, you'll know.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this made me laugh. I mean, when I were going through the process of the weight loss surgery, I went to like where they do your bloods and your blood pressure, etc. It's like an MOT before you have your operation.
Absolutely.
And this guy was there, and he says, oh, have you quit smoking? And hiya, Paul. And I says, yeah. I says, well, when I say I have quit smoking, I says, but I'm using a vape pen.
Yeah.
Right. And he says, oh, well, he says, when I quit, he says, I just went, I got up one day, I just quit. I went cold turkey. And I says, yeah, but that's you. That's not me.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's different. You know?
And I says, but at least I'm off the cigarettes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just sending Bella an invite. She says, send an invite, see if it works.
Hey, Ian.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
Hello, Mr. DJ.
And if you were wondering, Paul, the Dudley Destroyer is Emily Bird. She's renamed herself.
It's out to destroy everybody.
It's due to our mud wrestling match that's going to take place next August.
Yes. She got dared to change it, so she did.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, same as I say, I'm not as bad today. My back's aching a little bit now. It's put nice. we had a good live stream the other day. We laughed and we got on the subject of mud wrestling, etc. So we concocted this thing that we're going to have a mud wrestling event and charge people to wash it, etc.
Oh, trust me, it's gone full blown now.
So basically, I sort of thought of the name the Dudley Destroyer, and then she got dared to change it, actually a YouTube name, which she did.
I think it's good, though. I think she should keep it.
Oh, Osby Chandy says, good afternoon from a very hot Cambodia.
Ooh, hello, Andy.
So, yes. And we have actually got sunshine this morning, so it's sort of gone a little bit,
Yeah. We're supposed to be going to the water park today with the boys. And we shall see. I don't know. I'm kind of praying that it rains.
It's
too cold.
I keep. But yeah, some as I say, it's since we got back off holiday, it's been a bit pants, but it's lovely, glorious sunshine today.
Yeah.
So basically, it's you see, I got all my bedding and everything done yesterday, so
You got the curtains back up and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything's back up.
Yeah, I got to do that too. I got to take down all my curtains. I just, my only problem is because of the way my neighbors are, I dread taking them down.
Well, you see, my net were only down a day, and because sort of we've got like a footpath walking past our window.
Yeah.
If the internet kit, that's one of the reasons why we've got a net on the front, is because the footpath goes straight past our house.
Yeah.
And basically, they're looking through the window.
Emily's got a boyfriend? What's that, Ian?
I think he's playing dumb there. If nobody knows, then where you been hibernating?
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
Ian says Emily's got a boyfriend. You should have said Emily.
Maybe you should have said something.
Yeah. But yeah, it's same as I said to Chris. The next thing is, start on the curtains and everything upstairs. And not like it's over. This is what I'm saying. I think he's playing a little bit dumb, Emily.
Yeah. No, not seen anything. Okay.
It's one of them cases of, what is it? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Has Ian been filled in on the whole mud wrestling thing?
Don't know yet. Well, because he's not been very well, has he? So, I mean,
what?
Next, you're going to tell me his name's Adam.
Yeah.
What gave you that idea?
Yeah, I had no idea. Oh my God, how did you know?
He was going out with his mum.
What's it? Oh,
Surat is just saying, he says, where is Adam this morning? I says, he was supposed to be going out with her yesterday, but then it got a little postponed. So I think it's happening today.
Well, I know today he's packing up the last of the stuff that he has to, so he can start moving stuff away from the walls for the wiring to start.
Well, that's it. Same as I say, I mean, it's one of them cases where, I mean, same as I was saying yesterday, when we had the carpet fitted, everything out this living room had to go outside. But as look at it,
yeah,
but as look at it, it were a glorious sunny day, so we're all right on that respect. Because when they came to fit the carpets, they was only allowed to move 5 items.
Oh, wow.
So basically, they did all the upstairs. They were supposed to be doing our bedroom, but they left that till they were coming back, because they were coming back like another day to do the living room. So they says, well, we've got to come back anyway, so we'll just leave your bedroom, because ours is the biggest bedroom, you see. So
yeah.
But had it been pouring it down with rain, I don't know what would have happened then, because there was stuff in the kitchen, there were stuff in the passage. We'd even put stuff in the little toilet, that you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because basically in here, it got to be clear, because it is like one through room.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tough thing to prepare for.
Oh yeah, well, same as I say, like when they were doing the upstairs, it's like all the clothes were packed away in suitcases, etc. Because in order to move the wardrobes, they got to be cleared out. So we basically just had to pack all his clothes in suitcases.
Yeah.
It's, it is a big thing. So basically,
yeah,
we're just having carpets fitted.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to think as well, if the house is being rewired, you've got mess everywhere, haven't you?
Happy day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not happy about it, but he's like, at least it's getting done now. I mean, the house is old, so the fact that it's actually happening, get it done.
Plus as well, I mean, it's happening now and not so close to Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I mean, it needs to be done. Yeah. As long as he's got it rewired and done, it'll last another 20 years, right? So
yeah.
So then you don't have to worry about it.
It's like a case of, Oh, he says he's got smart meter coming Monday.
We are about it, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were on about it the other day.
Yeah.
It's basically like, let's say, for instance, like ours is on the key and the card. You just go and top them up, but it goes automatically straight onto your meter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, so it saves a lot of hassle, basically.
Yeah.
Did you unlock front door?
No.
Oh.
Actually,
No.
Tell me,
what it is, when Joy comes, she knocks on the door, but then I shout to her if, like, I'm on my own. It's all right, I'm going like that. I just shout, doors open or doors unlocked, and she comes in, you see. Oh, they've been forced to have it. Oh.
It's unlocked now, ain't it?
Yeah. Just do as you're told.
I'm gonna effing lock it now.
Yeah, that's it. She ain't coming in.
Oh, locked now.
Well, she's your friend.
Oh, I'll tell her now when she comes in.
That's awesome.
If you want one, it's about a month before when you say yes to it.
What's that?
Oh, wow.
You see, we're British Gas, and we've got both gas and electric
Right.
through British Gas, and we've just sort of had letters saying, "Oh, you know, we're now offering smart meters, and have you considered smart meters?" So, I mean, we haven't been forced to have them, but when we got the letter, I did say to Chris, it'd be ideal because then, let's say, for instance, you go to the shop, you put like £10 or £15 on the key or the card, and then on your way home, you lose it somewhere. You've buggered it, haven't you, really?
Yep.
Whereas, if you know, if you just go to the shop and do it at the shop, it goes automatically onto your meter.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. But same as I said, it's worth considering because then you've got no hassle, because we've had a problem with ours. I don't know whether it's electric, but you put the key in and it keeps coming up with an error message.
Oh, wow.
So, like, Chris did it the other day, and it kept saying error. So basically, just got a duster, get it a quick wipe, and it worked okay. But you've got such problems as that, you know, you've got money on the key, but you can't actually get it into the meter because it's coming up with an error message.
Brother.
Oh, if I start up.
Yeah,
oh, it's done with a bank card via card. Well, you see, with ours with British Gas, I think it's basically all done on. I mean, obviously, I think they send you a card for your electric and send you a card for your gas, but basically, you just got. I mean, like our local Asda or Walmart in America.
How much did you pay for that, Bobby?
About 30, I think. But yeah, so basically, you know, our local Asda does it, so it'd just be a case of going in there. Let's say you want to put 15 on each, you just say, here's my gas, put 15 on that, but it goes straight onto the meter, not onto the card. Yeah,
exactly.
But they are handy things. Plus, you get like a little thing, and it tells you basically your usage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And you've got like, it's like a thing what you can like plug in your living room, and you can see, like, literally see the usage that you're using.
Yeah. See, I'm that type of person. Like, we don't have that. Like, we get a bill every month.
Yeah.
That tells us our usage and all that stuff. Like, we don't pay it we just pay it through the bank, right? But I don't like lights on. This is like as much light as I can keep off.
Yeah.
When you're not in a room, shut it off. Don't do this. Like, my kids hate it because I'm like, no, you need to shut it off. It's costing me money.
Exactly.
You know, have some respect.
It's typical like Callum. I mean, he sits with his curtains closed, but it puts the light on. I say, well, wouldn't it just be easier to open your curtains and not have the light on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't see it like that, though, do they? You know, they're not paying the bill. But yeah, I mean, in the UK, we do that, and it's quarterly.
Yeah.
We found that it were mounting up, and then we couldn't afford the bill, so we decided to have the prepayment meters in, so you're only paying for what you use.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, like I have an equal billing plan out here, so it's like during the summer months they pay or during the winter months, pardon me, they pay a certain amount. But then during the summer, it's usually cheaper because you don't have the heat on, you use less electricity, because you're always out, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I
mean, it's like here as well. We have a direct debit system, whereas because we've got the combined electric, Destiny, because we've got the combined, because we've got the gas and electric, just a set amount via direct debit, but they can get it wrong because you can overpay rather than underpay, and if you're sort of short of cash, then every penny counts, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. Exactly.
So we, just for convenience sake, that's when we decided we were going to go on the key and card meter, because you can only use, you know, you can only sort of, you can't get into debt or anything with it.
Yeah.
You just pay for what you're using.
Yeah, exactly.
Which makes sense for us. We're being a one-wage family, and Chris only getting paid monthly, you see.
Yeah.
I mean, so it made sense for us to have, the prepayment meter.
Exactly. Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, obviously, Bella didn't get the link because she hadn't come on.
Yeah, exactly. It's gone quiet from Bella's end.
Either that or it didn't work.
Yeah. Just reading the comments that Ian's putting in, because it's tell you how many days you got before you need to top up again. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's different. Like like I said, we don't have it where you just use your card from the house and everything else, right? But
yeah, I mean, he says basically you just do it via an app, via your bank card, so you don't even have to leave your sitting room.
Yeah.
In that respect.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a little bit quiet. We sort of went up to 10, 11, and then we're back down to 7, and it sort of keeps fluctuating at the moment.
Yeah, with the temperature, you mean? Yeah.
No, the amount of people.
Oh, okay.
It means it's quiet in here today.
We need to talk about mud wrestling again. No, I think I'm done with that for now.
So we went from cigarettes to gas and electric meters, but hey ho.
Yeah. Next topic. No.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a case of that and that's the thing. What I'm going to do the carrot cake today because I've got the ingredients.
Right.
We couldn't get any buttermilk, so what I've done, I've ordered some shopping online, so that's coming tomorrow, but it won't be coming till tomorrow evening because they've got football and whatever tomorrow. So I did it. Yeah. I don't like sort of, obviously with the pain I've been going through, I didn't want to have to do it all by myself.
Yeah.
So I said to Chris, I says, I'll order the shopping. I'll wait till, leave it sort of till early evening time. And then you should be back by then, so you can do all,
Yeah. Is he going to the match?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Who are you playing?
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. They're playing.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. So they're going to the match tomorrow.
Oh, that should be fun.
So.
I hope they win, Pixie.
He does as well. She says, I hope they win.
Yeah, me no. Otherwise I'll be grumpy enough.
But anyway, so that's the reason. But I sort of, I'd done it before. He told me he couldn't get the buttermilk for the banana bread.
Mhm.
So I've sort of amended my order and I've added it to the shopping list. So I'll probably do that Sunday.
Okay.
I'm on about doing the carrot cake today, a little later on, and then the banana bread probably Sunday.
Yeah.
So there'll be 2 this week. Being as I haven't done any for a few weeks, for obvious reasons, we've been on holiday and then and whatever. So
yeah.
No, I mean just on the panel and chat normal. Yeah, well, Adam's not here, is he?
Yeah, he's busy packing things up and moving furniture off the walls and stuff like that. He's got a lot to do, but he should be pretty good by the end of the day. I just worry about his. I just worry about his diabetes while he's doing all this.
Yeah, but you know, it should you do what you've got to do, don't you? If you know what I mean.
Absolutely, yeah. I had to do it when they came in and sprayed for ants and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, same as I say, we've all been there at some point. I mean, like same as us. When we had the new carpets down, it were a nightmare, honestly.
Yeah.
Never again.
No, never again, he says.
Yeah.
It were. I mean, anybody think we're moving house all over again, except for the kitchen. I didn't have to do anything in the kitchen because it's like a hard flooring in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but I mean, the rest of it, it's like packing up and everything when you're moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, painting rear. But
yeah, it is.
And it's like, I mean, I had to clear all my wall unit out and everything because I've got all my Aya Crimson.
Hey, Steve.
But yeah, you know, it's like I had to pack all my wall unit up again. I had to wrap everything up in bubble wrap, newspaper, all my ornaments, all my, you know, my glasses, because all my sort of wine glasses and everything's in the wall unit. And it was like you were packing to move again.
Yeah, exactly.
As everybody knows, it's a nightmare when you're moving, and it was just like that all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, but same as I say, done, dusted, and back to normal now. So, but yeah, it's a pain in backside.
It is. I know when we were living in Brampton, we had to get sprayed for cockroaches quite often, like the whole building, and they would start at the top, work their way down. But that was even a pain in the butt, just pulling stuff out of cupboards and everything else. Yeah. Oh. Wow.
It's all right. Joy's here and has just said it. She says, "Are we expecting burglars?" Hello. I love a little coat.
She told me to open the lock door, so I did. They said, "Do as you're told," so I went back and locked it again.
Yeah.
Oh, you put your telly on then?
Yeah.
It's all on.
What? I don't know.
Yeah.
Be careful with Wish, Crimson.
Yeah.
Certain things that, yeah.
I've not dropped it.
Yeah, look. Look.
There you go.
Oh, look at her.
Thank you, man. That's not me, Dad. Who are you? Who are you? Hey, Mr. Wiggly Lot.
You think, oh God, who's this?
It's a scary pixie. No.
Yeah. Oh, she's even got little tights on and little shoes on and everything.
Thank you very much.
You bring her back at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hiya, Ford Mustang. Yeah, it'd soon be handing a bike when she starts crying at about 3 in the morning.
Yep. Yep. It's kind of like, I wish I could have more, but I'm glad I can't, because I can't handle the lack of sleep.
Chris has just went, she's nodding off.
Oh, yay! Yeah, he does put people to sleep. No,
and Amy's Amelia.
You can see her staring
Her eyes is wide open. Yeah.
at him. I can get it printed.
Who's that? Oh.
Just get the pixie dust.
How did you smile?
Yeah, she's smiling at him now.
There we go.
Well, they do like take a little bit to focus on people's faces and whatever, and she thinks, oh, he's not all that bad.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe not. He can be gentle, even though he's rough around the
It's a
edges.
fella, but it's not my dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Not my granddad.
No.
I better look at the dad, aren't
You don't like blowing your own trumpet, is it?
I
I?
know.
Well, you got one, yeah. Hey.
Probably thinking,
She's,
well, you're not my dad, but you've got glasses like him.
Yeah.
she's
He's never given her back now, you know that, right?
yeah, she's checking the old face out and everything, and
What's up here? Sealy's more
She's always
interesting.
looking at ceiling, isn't she?
she's probably interested in ceilings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never know. She could be a construction worker one day. She's got to analyze it.
That's it. She's checking her surroundings. That's what she's doing.
This is mad,
She's
I'm
having,
sealing.
having a
And I
good
know it's
sort
not
of
been
like.
Anand's because it's not black.
Oh, we're sitting down now. We're
Oh,
sitting down on the job.
It's serious now.
Ooh,
Yeah. He's roped in. That's it. He's hooked in it.
Yeah.
you're getting heavy, that's why. Aren't you?
She's not
But it's
that.
no good looking at me for anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I know, right?
They never
Like,
wanted
I'm
anymore.
going to say that ship sailed.
Yeah, that's it.
Once, that was it. Never.
But we're waiting for grandchildren now. But Callum's only 15, so we don't want any just yet.
No, not just yet.
Oh, you can enjoy when you're younger.
Yeah. No, I think Callum's a little bit too young to be having children.
Oh, you don't know.
No.
Well,
Because around here she was late. She was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, she started.
They started at 13 round
oh
here.
yeah.
So then she went, I'm late compared to everybody else.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but Callum's one of these that's got his head screwed on right way, so,
Hello.
you know. And I've always said to him, you know, enjoy your teenage years, and while, you know, don't sort of
Yeah.
getting serious with girls, etc. You know, just sort of have fun while you can, and get out there, you know, go out clubbing, etc. And
Oh, and
What-
he's not
what-
that for me.
oh yeah.
Oh, dear.
She says go out with your dad clubbing. Chris said, what's
Yeah.
come on at 10 o'clock? DJ said,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Ian says he'll take him clubbing. He's already had that offer from Crimson as well.
Oh,
You
and
know.
going clubbing.
Yeah.
Robinson's like it's not there no more.
No.
But you know,
Unless you go for
Crimson wants to
reunion.
take him out for a pint while he's
Look at
over here. I
Roxy's
says,
reunion,
don't
and
you
it's
go
all
leading him astray
Yeah, every so often.
and teaching him your bad habits.
Yeah. That's it. So is Steve still coming out there next month?
Hopefully, yeah. He says he's got a second job now as well.
Oh, okay.
Say,
He's gotta
While I'm in Spain,
work that out. Yeah.
I'm going to go to Spain. I went, you know what I want to call it?
Where to be?
The boy. Grayson, Keith, Ella.
Mm.
Grayson's
What, you're already planning number 2, Laura?
if
I'm not going to hospital.
Oh,
For me when
it's all
it's
right.
here.
It's all right. Laura's like saying something about what she's calling it. The next one, if it's a boy, and I says, "What? Are you already planning number 2?"
in about another 2
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not doing it again.
That's fine, you can still.
Yeah.
Tell me when it's here.
Yeah, I'll tell you when it's both.
Yeah.
I'm going to the hospital next time with her.
No, I
I'm
don't blame
having a
her.
mother, she spends more
Oh,
more
dear.
than-
It's all right. It's because Laura's partner was with her. He'd got the death grip on the bed, and Joy fainted and was on the floor.
Oh, Lord. Great help
So-
they are.
So I says to Laura, I says, next time, I says, just call me, I'll come with you. Stop telling me to shush.
You're going to be in bad books.
Kids can sleep through anything.
They do it out. I have telly on and also. It's about
Oh dear, is a right. He turns to goo when he's got a baby in his arms.
Yep.
Tell them.
Hey,
Is that what you did?
We all do.
All gooey and
even pregnancy test. You know,
Oh,
so
yeah.
start waiting on edge at bed for a
Edge at bed
pregnancy
like that.
test, and it's sort of they're welling up as soon as it's positive. You know,
I said to Lucas when, you know, he went take it over when I got bleed.
You know what I mean? Even because you know, Callum's his only child, and it was so wanted.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because the fact was that when I met Chris, I was 39,
You were
Yeah.
and I'd already got 3 children, and sort of before we go any further, so to speak, do you want more children? And he says, well, I ain't got any children. I've never been married. I don't, you know, I've never.
and he went, right, we don't have no more kids, so. And we never did.
I might have a few pictures.
Ian's put Chris wants to be a baby daddy again.
Never wanted
Ian's put Chris wants to be a baby daddy again. And Crimson's put his pregnancy test, is checking the condoms for holes. But yeah, I mean, right from sort of, you know, when we says, right, you know, if we're gonna do it, we need to do it now because I'm not getting any younger. I'm 39. I'll be 40. You know.
I don't have them at 70s and
Sort of later on that year, I was going to be 40. So I says, well, if we're going to do it, we need to do it, you know, as soon as we can. So anyway, when first month come and went and I weren't pregnant, you know, we were a bit deflated. I says, well, look, it's only first month. When my first in, yeah, it took me, we were trying for 3 years before I got pregnant with my first in.
when you try it, when you don't try it, does.
So anyway, you know, and then the second month, it actually happened.
3 months later.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was like mush. I mean, even, some as I say, sitting on the bed waiting for the pregnancy test, and then he got all emotional when it was positive, and I a Reaper man.
Because she's beautiful.
So,
It was funny when I told Brad for the first time when I was pregnant with Austin. He was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, no, and he's like,
It's not in that.
Gee, thanks.
I'm laughing at Amelia. She sat catching flies,
Aww.
and then sort of smiling in her sleep.
Then we've got flies in the kitchen.
Has she been scratching her face? Is that why she's got?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all right. She's got some of them anti-scratch mittens on, and I says, has she been scratching her face? I says, yeah.
And she looks like Captain Hook.
Yeah, no doubt.
Been scratching her face,
So it's
obviously.
outside though, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know yesterday that other scab come off? Oh, it should have had a note on her face. When she thought, do you know what, I'm going to scratch myself because I've got a note on my face now.
But that's what they do, isn't it? I mean, they do
yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's still beautiful, even though she's got a scratch on the
She
face.
can get up like once a night or twice, but never that more than that. So it's not bad. You can go from about 9:30 while 3:30, and then 4 while 6:30. So it's not bad.
I wonder if he's asking because he's wanting to babysit overnight.
Uh-oh.
Spare room then.
Hey,
You put him in spare room then.
yeah.
Yeah,
you
no
can
doubt,
get up to do the feeds and the changing the nappies and
I've
everything.
got a Tommy Tippett.
Yeah, Tommy Tippy, just stick it on and does it then.
It warms it up.
That's what I have. Just take it
I think he can survive in the spare bedroom for one night. But I
Oh,
must say, I mean, when Callum was a baby, it were quite good in that respect because, like, for the first couple of weeks, I breastfed, but it was such a big baby that I just couldn't, you know, it just weren't getting enough. So basically, midwife said to me, well, obviously, he's a big baby, he needs more. So I just put him on bottle and that were it.
Yeah. All my kids, well, except for Jordan, like, Jordan was breastfed at first, but he just couldn't get enough.
Every time I get a cup of tea,
So,
yeah, they wake up or something, and I never get it.
But yeah, I mean, he did do his fair share of night feeds and
I'm
yeah,
going to say Grandad does that, don't he, on Friday when we go to work.
you know, and changing nappies and
Oh, when she
whatever,
throws up
and
on
bathing as well.
That's next.
Yeah.
It was quite a hands-on dad.
aw.
3 times.
It's all right. We're on about baby sick.
Lovely.
That's one thing he can't deal with. He says, "I'm sorry if she's sick." She says, "You can have her back."
Yep.
You just get used to it 'cause every time she has injections. she has on Thursday, and we have a Friday, and that Friday she's always just taking a lot.
Yeah, it's just all part of
Yeah.
being a baby, really, isn't it?
Yep.
No, it's you know, it's all right. Sort of Chris sitting there, we're you know, but it's you've got to think Callum's nearly 16, so it's a long while since he's sort of done that sort of thing, if you know what I mean.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Mummy.
No, no.
Well, now you've got her to sleep, your hand in her back.
I've got things to do. Here's your baby. Bye.
Yeah.
Get the coffee now.
Nanny got, yeah.
You've got to make him a coffee.
Oh well. Okay, then I'll forgive him for that.
Yeah, she said. Vicky says she'll forgive you, being as you're making him a coffee. I just got the iPad back from the kids, and I've totally lost the sound. Being into the settings and everything, it has no sound whatsoever. I need it for YouTube. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
So obviously they've been fiddling about with something then, Bella.
Yeah.
Are you dead now?
I love her little shoes. They like little black ones with bows on.
She always looks smart. Yeah.
You know what little baby shoes annoy me is the ones that parents buy that squeak when they walk.
Oh, Gordon Bennett.
They drive me nuts.
Well, you know what annoys me? You know when you go shopping and you've got these kids with their mums and they do it on purpose. When they squeak in the trainers on the floor, it annoys the heck out of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Nick.
Bella's
saying Nanny's got her angry look on. Sorry, Amelia. I started with Amelia when I were laughing. Oh dear.
She'll go back to sleep.
Yeah, she has now.
I think I startled her with me laugh, but she's settled back down now. She's gone back to sleep. I'm sure you'll sort it, Bella. It'll be as easy as just, you know. Well, I don't know. I mean, because I don't have an iPad, so
yeah,
I don't.
You know, it's a case. It'll just be something or other. I mean, Baz will probably be able to sort it out for you.
Mm.
Oh, pardon me.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, he'll be able to fix it for her.
Yeah.
I did send you an invite, Bella. So I don't know whether you've gonna get it or got it or whatever. We stripped bed and everything yesterday.
You all right for a coffee? So you still
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
This morning,
I've still got some of my coffee. I'm not a guzzle guts
5
like
o'clock. I stripped bed and put it on the washing machine and put it dry. Yeah.
5 o'clock. I was all the on and off with a cat.
I went slept like a baby last night. Well, when I say I slept like a baby,
Slept as best you can.
well, like not last night before. I was down here at 3:30, and I were in agony. This knee started hurting me now. I was getting pins and needles all up back at this leg. I've had trouble with this shoulder, and it's like sending pain all up back of my neck. This wrist, can you see that thing there? That keeps going dead. I can't feel my hand. So basically, same as I said, if I were a horse, they'd have shot me by now.
And you're not the doctors.
But
Thank
yeah,
God you're not a horse.
yeah, you know, and it's because Chris was saying yesterday, kept saying, get back to doctors. But what's point in going back to doctors? Because they didn't know about my other knee. And I'm on the strongest painkillers that they can prescribe for you. So what they're going to do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they won't do you them injections, will they?
Well, they
they?
won't do them in my knee. I mean, if I did consider going and having one of them cut, because I have had, like, I think it's about 2 of the cortisone injections in my shoulder.
Yeah.
I have had about 2 of them, but it's, you know, it's off-putting when you know very well that when you go to doctors, that they're not going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And the first time they always say.
Yes, sort of Joyce saying first thing they go on about is your weight.
It is. The teacher can walk in and that's the first thing they say to you.
You always said it to me, and I'm like,
Well, you see what it is as well. When I went to the physiotherapist, because I were having the trouble with my left knee and it keep popping out, and they said it was the fluid. She sort of says, well, when you get up, put both your knees together and set off on your good leg. You know what I mean? You know, like when you start walking, she says, set off on your good leg. Well, I've been doing that, and I think because I've been using that sort of as my first, you know, when you start walking, that one's shot now.
Yeah, I got the same problem. My right leg is really bad.
Oh, she says she's just trying to sort something out. You'll sort it out. But yeah, I mean, I'm just surmising that the fact that when I went to the physiotherapist, she told me to start off on this leg, which is my good leg, that because I've been using that, I've been using that one as my start off point. I think that's it's knackering that one up as well now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, my right leg has always been the worst one for me, so because I've had to overcompensate with the left leg. Yeah, it does start to get worse.
Yeah. We see. You see, that's what the problem I were having with my left knee. It was the fluid, and every time I got up from sitting down, it were popping out of joint. Now, obviously, the physiotherapist there to help you, so to speak. And she sort of says, well, you know, when you're getting up from sitting down, she says, put both your legs together, and when you actually get up, she says, start out when when you're moving or when you're walking with your good leg. So obviously, I've been doing that, and now that one's shooting it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but Ian says it. The button on the side, Bella. The sound should come on. Oh,
yeah, it's called the volume button.
Oh, Nick's excited. He's got a parcel being delivered between 1:30 and 2:30.
Ooh. Gonna make a video?
No, because tomorrow they've got no speaker or something.
I wonder. Well, that's okay. I was telling Emily the other day, I'm fighting with Amazon right now because I made 2 orders, like 2 orders. And when I first do it, because of the way my Visa debit works, as soon as I hit proceed to payment and checkout, whatever, it automatically takes me to the bank.
Yeah.
Well, they've been trying all week to take out a payment. And I'm like, but it's already paid for.
Yeah.
Right? So why are they whatever? So I actually had to end up calling Amazon and speaking to them personally. And because what they had done was, after trying to take these payments out all week, they finally went, my bank overdrafted me like $100 and something. And I'm like, number one, I don't have overdraft. And number two, it's already paid for. So when I spoke to the girl, she's like, okay, we'll get it. Make sure your bank knows what's going on and everything else.
So they've been sort of like trying to take it. So that's caused it to have the overdraft.
Yeah. So the girl said to me, we've put a stop on that. Don't worry about it. She says, you'll get your product. So I've got all my stuff already. Okay, it's all arrived. Yet Amazon is still trying to take out payments.
Is it killing you out? Is it killing you out?
I don't get it. And I'm like, okay, like, I've got my stuff. If you guys are going to charge me double, I want double the product.
Yeah. We see one of my friends had trouble with Amazon because she went into Amazon to place an order.
Yeah.
After that, it weren't exactly Amazon, but somebody had to bank details.
Yeah.
They were taking money out of her account, sort of online, taking it from her account, not sort of like physically going to cash point and withdrawing money, but they were sort of, taking money from her account. And she says the only sort of place I've ordered anything is Amazon. So obviously it's not saying it was Amazon themselves, but obviously somewhere along the line had hacked into Amazon and got her bank details and was taking money out of her account.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick's put what's it into whatever he's ordered, the RC plane or whatever. So it's basically a bit like a drone, but it's a little toy plane thing. It's all right, I'm just explaining to Joy what an RC plane is.
I can't wait till was it Baz gets his drone.
Oh yeah. Well, you see, same as Bella was saying, it's just going to get the small one because you can't. I mean, Chris started off with his were about £30, I think, when he first started. So he just bought a small one, but they are very, very basic. That first drone that you ever bought, that little thing, they're very light, and you know, there's a spot of wind in it to blow it till middle of next week, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So they are basic, if you know what I mean. The one that Chris got did actually have a camera on it. Hiya, Carla.
Could be there when he's got money.
But yeah, I mean, the very first one that Chris got, it were about £40. But same as he says, it's a good startup drone.
Depends how long.
You know, getting to know the controls and how it works and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a good like starter thing, and then sort of if you feel like oh no, this is not for me, you've not wasted a lot of money because the DJI drones are very expensive.
Yeah, you know what? Like getting a good camera, a good drone, or anything these days is just through the roof of payment. So it's I don't know. I need a good vlogging camera, and I really am waiting to get enough money saved up.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna wait until after I come out to see you guys, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Oh. It's all right. Nick's put the link in, and he says it's saying, no, say some advanced Virgin thing. It's all right. He's posted the link in twice, which will take him to whatever it is that he's ordered, and it's So yeah, so obviously the link isn't working.
Yeah, but you could start off at 450 or something. If they don't, and you could go up a tenner every time.
So yeah, but same as Chris says,
that's got that'd be about
the small starter drones are okay to start with.
Not bad though.
Yeah,
it's on Gumtree. That's what
good
I
idea.
So.
If you start small and work your way up.
Chris has still got his, but they don't know what he's done with control. But same as I say, I mean, it were only about £40.
Yeah.
But it got him sort of used to, you know, taking it up in the air, filming with it, etc. It is a good start-up drone.
Yeah.
So, but you see, you see, there is,
some,
you know, there is some like channels out there that don't sort of don't do the big drones. They just do the
mini
RC drones and the RC planes and I mean, here in the UK, them little ones is like classed as racing drones.
I'm going to put mine.
If you know what I mean.
Austin and Carter got one for Christmas. It was only about like this big.
Yeah.
But it was so cute and it flew so well. Like
I've been like
so times, and then just this one time we got it up so high, and then it just kind of went sideways. And
yeah, but that's the only problem with them small things. I mean, you get like a sudden gust of wind, and it just take them.
Exactly. Yep.
Nick says worth looking on Banggood for drones. Is that a website or a Facebook? I don't know.
Get stuck in first. It had 12 months MOT done cost.
But you see, same as Bella says. I mean, Barry don't know anything about drones, and you know it's a lot of money to fork out for a drone if he ain't got the confidence to fly it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So they are like good. They are good starter drones, let's say.
Yeah, we just get Lucas.
Yeah, I'd be worried like that. I'd get so close to landing it perfectly and then smash.
Well, you see, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, Chris, the first DJI drone that he got with the Phantom 3.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't till he got the Phantom 4 because he started doing what they call a hand catch. He
Right.
catches it with his hand.
Not all
But-
the time.
Well, not all the time, but until he had the P4, he wasn't confident to do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Equinox says it's a bit like Amazon, but a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Banggood drones for drones.
So then you might be interested.
Never even heard of it. But yeah, I mean, it does take confidence to be able to
Oh,
do
yeah,
a hand
maybe
catch
that W
like that,
driver.
because it's like actually hovering there, you know, and you just reach out for it. But you see, the minute you grab it, the propellers stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's basically why they call it a hand catch, because you're actually catching it. But it does take a lot of nerves and a lot of, you know, whatever to do that. And he'd never sort of had the confidence to do that before.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree with you there because it's I don't know, once you get used to it and everything else, it's pretty cool. But it's like watching the over the water shots and stuff like that. That's I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I particularly like that one that Ian did. I mean, I thought that one fantastic.
Oh,
He did
yeah.
the Gateway Bridge, and I thought it was fantastic.
That was pretty cool, actually. I did go and watch that. So, yeah.
But you see, I mean, like round here, we've got nothing like that. We've just got the parks and the, you know, the open countryside, and we've got actually not really got nothing like that round here.
Darn it.
I mean, there's one at Hull, but I mean, Hull's about an hour away from us, so
Yeah.
you know, we're not going an hour just to film the
bridge.
suspension bridge.
Yeah. You film it all you want. I ain't walking on it.
Yeah, well, no, definitely not.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like when they went up in Needles in that chairlift. I weren't going up for love and money, you know, even if it had drugged and whatever, I still weren't going on it.
No.
Yeah, Ian says that bridge was 10 minutes away.
Why? I won't do it.
No. Ooh.
Yeah, no thanks.
No. I like my feet firmly planted on ground, and that's where they're staying.
Yeah.
But like that, like that.
But I mean, it's, you know, Callum's not at all like me. He's like one of these thrill seeker. He likes
He'd be
roller
alright, Andy, on the
coasters,
ride.
and you know what I mean.
He'd be all right. On the rides.
I love roller coasters and everything else. Like, I can close my eyes if it gets too intense for me, right?
Yeah.
When you,
But no, same as I say, I mean, I've never been one for like fairground rides or anything, because I just
Oh, I love him.
no. Hiya, Health and Fashion. How are you? But yeah, I just don't do heights, and I never have done. I don't know. Nothing. Not a lot of things phase me out, but heights is just one of them.
I don't mind roller coasters as long as they're not high. That one Andy went on last year, like.
Well, what's that one?
Oh, yeah.
What's that one at Blackpool when they
Pepsi Max.
no,
No, not that one.
that very first one.
Even
Even
some
it-
roller coasters chasing.
Oh, Grand National.
Oh,
No. I'm going back even like into 80s.
Yeah. I love going on Austin's, me.
And it sort of went down, up, and then come out other end.
Pepsi Max.
oh wow.
No, before
Did it
that,
go around a circle?
it just did one loop and then
Oh,
come out.
Revolution.
Revolution, that's it. When that,
Oh, I went on that.
when I was married to
Oh,
my
the
first
big
husband, we went to Blackpool for his honeymoon.
Right.
I went on that, and from the minute from sitting on it, I was like this, with my eyes scooped.
Oh, I was like
Like
that. Dragon Corn.
No,
And it does.
And I
it's
got-
consecutive.
I sat there with my hands tucked under my legs like this, and I'm like, yes, got my eyes screwed. I never seen a thing.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
got off and I says, never again. And that, well, with my eyes shut.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Got on a bit Port
I
Ventura.
can only go on them at theme parks. I can't go on them still on like.
Oh,
fairground rides. I
Nick
can't
says
fit
it's scary doing a hand catch with the Inspire. I have handrails fitted to mine. We see, same as I say, Chris had never even attempted a hand catch until he had the P4, but he's getting a little bit more confidence now. But yeah, so he says his battery went flat, choppers, and he says he couldn't find his charger. Oh dear.
No.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Same as I say, I don't do heights in any way, shape, or form.
I'm going to take a picture then of when I'm on Montserrat and you can look right down and all you can see is like not there. And I'm going to do a live video for Montserrat just for Jeanette and say, look, this is how high we are. Look, it's straight down, Jeanette.
Thanks, John. I mean, it's like a case. It's that bad.
I don't like heights.
It's a case where it's that bad. Like, you know, like step ladders. Even if like 2 or 3 rungs up on a step ladder and I start going all giddy when I'm, you know,
I don't.
It is that bad.
But I'm all right if I'm on the ground.
I won't walk up gently now because I feel like I'll fall
I mean,
back.
this is another thing. I mean, Ian knows what I'm talking about. There's a tower at Blackpool and it's like Eiffel Tower. Similar thing.
Oh, yeah.
I even went up there.
Yeah.
And my ex were like, oh, look, you can, you know, and I kept saying, no, thank you.
What did I do?
You know, I won't go nowhere near rail or anything.
I know they
You
don't
are?
have full tower with now, I think.
But yeah, I wouldn't even, you know,
I don't know.
and he's sort of looking over the side and saying, oh, look, you
You can
know.
walk on that glass now, can't you?
I don't know.
Outside,
That
it's like glassy. You look like you're walking on nothing.
That was first and last time, I tell you that much.
Well, you go one of them in America where they let you go outside of the building, don't they? And they let you slide outside.
Did you see that? Did you see that on Facebook where they've got that bench
in China?
and they walk so far on it, and then it cracks. And you see people, and it starts cracking, and they're jumping outside and everything, thinking they're going to fall through.
In China,
that I mean,
they got one, and he must have jumped outside like you've never not thinking they were going to go.
I'm going to say, just the thought of it. It scares me, let alone walking across it.
Yeah. I'll go up, but I ain't looking over the edge.
Yeah.
Get outside. No.
I'll be. I mean, it was like when we lived in a certain place. They were like what we call like an overpass, like a bridge that goes over, and all cars was going. I sort of literally ran from one side to the other.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, one day when Callum were with me. And he's sort of looking at us and says, oh, this is good, isn't it? Being able to see. Okay, Callum, come on. And I literally ran from one side to the other. I couldn't get across it quick enough.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
No, definitely not, Nick. Definitely
I'll be right
not.
back, Jeanette.
He says, I can't. He says, I can't tempt you to join me in some abseiling then, Jeanette. I went, no.
It's like a suspension.
No, don't do, same as I say, even sort of just a bridge going over the road where the cars is going underneath. I like literally ran from one side to the other because I just don't. Oh, is that the thing? Oh, yeah. It's all right. Laura's showing me the thing where where's that at then?
China, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's China, and it's like as they're walking across this glass bridge, it's all cracking.
Show her that one. Show them that one.
Just after that one. These are funny people that.
Isn't that a kid?
I don't know.
He's crawling along.
Can you imagine it though?
Yeah.
You didn't know it cracker there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's amazing how they've got that effect. It looks like it's cracking, isn't it?
I would absolutely hook myself and die of an heart attack.
But yeah, Laura's just showing me the actual bridge that they're talking about, and it's dead funny because it looks like literally as they're walking across, there's all cracks coming in the glass.
And they're jumping
Oh, lovely.
You know, and
No.
There were one woman like crawling on her hands and knees because it's like literally cracking underneath there. And then there's like a youngish kid, and he sort of like jumps, he's like this outside of the railing because all of it. But it's just like a visual effect, if you know what I mean. It's not it's not actually cracking. It's just like a visual effect that, you know, that where it looks like it's cracking.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but yeah, I mean, she just showed me some clips of it, and there's like one woman like crawling on her hands and knees because she thinks the glass is cracking underneath her.
And she thinks she's gonna die.
Yeah, and then there's like one where he sort of jumps up onto the side railing and is clinging on for dear life because he thinks floor's cracking underneath him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it amazes me how they come out with these things.
I know.
You know what I mean? I mean, who sort of sat there and thought,
If you have to sign in case
you know,
you have an heart attack. You have to sign a disclaimer or something.
Joyce says I bet they have to sign a Joyce just said, I wonder if they have to sign a disclaimer before they actually go on it in case sort of somebody has a heart attack or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea.
But it's like, it's amazing the sort of effects that they can do nowadays. I mean, who came up with that idea that, you know, we're all the glass cracking, you know what I mean? Okay then, Choppers. See you later.
Bye, Choppers.
I mean, but it is in, what is it, China?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is in China. So obviously somebody sat there and thought, oh, it's a good idea to make it look like,
Yeah, they do.
you know, the glass is cracking.
Yeah, but the sound of it and all, like,
probably up here.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it's even like got the sound effects, like the actual, you know, like when glass shatters, they've got the cracking, even the sound effect.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No.
No. I mean, in all honesty, you wouldn't even get me on there in the first place, with it being a glass thing anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I'm all right. But can you imagine?
People that don't know, you just walking down and then it's like, you're like...
Yeah. Can you imagine sort of getting halfway across the bridge and that starts happening and think, oh, crap, what am I going to do now?
Which way do I go back or do I go forward and just go down?
Jump over its side.
I always jump off side thinking I'm going to dig anyway.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, it's there though, isn't it? I mean, sort of, if it's something that you're not expecting and that happens, I wonder how many folks has tried to jump over its side because of that fact.
I was just going to say that.
What could happen?
Yeah. If they imagining it's real and that they're going to drop to the death anyway, I mean, it makes you wonder how many people have actually jumped over its side.
Yeah. Holy cow.
It's crazy, isn't it, really?
Yeah, because if you're really absolutely terrified and something like that, I would. Yeah.
It is. It's crazy, really.
It's a good way to sort out population control.
But yeah. You know, I mean, it makes you wonder as well what is going through people's mind when they're walking across that, and then all of a sudden the glass cracking and the floor cracking underneath you.
Yeah. Oh,
you know, it's in my mind. Were it a social experiment of some sort?
Yeah. No, thank you.
You know what I mean?
People that want to adrenaline.
Yeah, you don't know, do you? You don't know why somebody would invent something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just thrill seekers want to make different thrills.
Oh, Nick says when he were a kid, he used to tombstone him off the piers.
Yeah. Yikes. No,
I mean, apart from it being dangerous, I mean, you don't know what's below you, do you?
Yep.
And even now, to this day, they still do it.
Holy cow.
I mean, I used to watch a program and there were lifeguards or something, and the amount of people that they've had to tell off because there's currents, you don't know what's below, do you?
Yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah.
Everything looks all right on top.
But I mean, it's like, I mean, any beach or whatever, there's like an undercurrent, isn't there?
Yeah.
Whether it's Spain or whether it's Australia or France or wherever it is, there is always like an undercurrent, isn't there? And you don't know until you get in that water what's going to happen, do you?
Yeah, you don't know.
And that's the same for, you know, jumping off piers or jumping off rocks or you don't know what's down there.
I'm not that adventurous.
When you see him, I know he was.
Joyce just says she's not that adventurous.
No.
I don't blame her.
But I mean, it's even like, I mean, it's like when I'm on beach. The thing I don't like is, you know, when sort of sea's lapping, and you could feel that funny feeling under your feet when it freaks me out. That does.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Okay.
like
When water and sand goes away.
when water's sort of like lapping around your feet, and then it goes back out, and it feels like you're sinking into sand.
Yeah.
Oh, he says they got a bollocking. He says when they did it at West Bay,
What's that?
tombstoning off at pier.
Tombstoning?
It's when you're jumping off at pier into water, same as houses. You don't know what's in front on you, do you?
No, you gotta be super careful.
I mean, even in British like sea, you don't know what sort of undercurrent there is. I mean, if that's what's happening while you're on the thing and water's coming, and then it feels like you're sinking into the sand, you think what's happening out there in where it's a bit deeper,
It's deeper, so you don't know what.
I mean, it's like an undercurrent, and it's easy for people to get in distress and get swept.
Well, that's why they usually say only keep me in a certain boundary because they know where undercurrent start.
Plus, they tell you not to.
Chuffer called Laura Grayson wanted to have me on the
but it's a case of that's. Oh, pardon me. That's why they don't let you use lilos or out like that nowadays, because it's so easy to get took out to sea.
Yeah, but there's always some clever.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to go out there and then
think they know best and blah blah blah, and it's them that get into trouble. You know, you
always see them.
You imagine the amount of times the Coast Guard and etc. have gone out, people going out in rubber dinghies, going out on lilos, etc. And the thousands of pounds it's cost the Coast Guard to go out and rescue them because they've got into trouble.
Yeah, designated areas, do they?
Ian's put, I think, thing is when you're young, you don't see the dangers. Well, no, you don't. But hi, Vanessa, how are you? You know, I mean, there's using your common sense and not realising the danger, isn't there, really?
Yeah, it's like say in summer when it was red hot and they were using quarries and stuff like that, and that kid died because they thought it was funny to jump in quarries, and you don't know what's under there.
But
do you see what Ian's put? It says, "Why is the sea so salty?" Ask yourselves that.
Is it Mediterranean?
I think he's thinking of something else.
I know. It's totally in there. When I went on boat and I just went in sea and I went, got a gob full of salt.
That's why you don't go swimming in sea.
No, that's the last time. It's like never again.
I'll tell you what else has freaked me out and all. And they're still sort of going one of them glass bottom boats.
Yeah.
That'd freak me out big time. That'd freak me out big time.
You didn't go on a glass bottom boat, went on one of them like with nets over so you could
catamaran type thing,
because it were like all you can drink and eat and one of them type.
Vanessa's at the auto place waiting for some ties to be put on. But yeah, I mean that'd freak me out big time.
You could go on.
Being sort of looking down and knowing that there's nothing between me and water other than a glass petition. I know. She says they're probably about that thick, and it, you know, but it does freak me out. I mean, it's like
you think that glass is probably that thick. The metal is probably that thick.
What?
But I mean,
so the metal will be thinner.
Well, look at it this way. I mean, going back to Blackpool Tower, right?
Yeah.
Joyce said that there's like a glass thing where you can go out, but you imagine people. I mean, it's like any metal structure. I mean, look at that bridge in Italy, for instance. Yeah. People going over it in the cars. It's took that many folks going over it that the structure couldn't take anymore, and it just collapsed. Yeah. But it's the same sort of principle as like Blackpool Tower or Eiffel Tower, let's say, for instance. Yeah. You imagine the thousands and thousands of people that have walked on that. Just be my luck, I'd walk on it in the flaming thing of crack.
Yeah.
Damage, you could be probably walking under it. If it fell down, you'd probably get killed anyway.
But I mean, this is what I'm saying. I mean, it's like, I mean, if we sort of look, let's sort of turn tables here. The same principle could be like for flying. You know what I mean? No, I'm not. I'm not going into too much detail because Joy's going on her holidays next week.
I'm flying on 9/11. Shut up.
That's a dodgy one, isn't it? 9/11.
But I mean, it's like everything else. I mean, whether it's be flying or whether it's taking train or going through Eurotunnel, everything is not foolproof.
No.
So you know what I mean? Yeah.
If you timed up, you timed up.
I mean, I mean, this is the thing as well. Like the tunnel going from England under the sea to France, that freaks me out big time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can you imagine being stuck in that and one of the things leaked or one of them cracked or, you know what I mean? Oh,
yeah.
But there again, if you sort of thought of it that way, you'd never go out through the front door, would you?
Exactly. Yeah, I was just going to say that. You got to try and take a chance some days. Some things you can do, some things you won't be able to do. But, I mean, at least you know you tried, right?
Yeah, yeah. Carla says I've been on the tunnel to Paris. But you see, it's like when we went to Isle of Wight, we went through this tunnel and it were total, well, it weren't total darkness because there's like these things in roof and everything. But that freaked me out as well. I don't know why. It was because it were like darkness and all you could see were like these lights flashing as you're driving through the tunnel. Now you imagine going under the tunnel, you know, and it take you about an hour to get through it.
Yeah, but you go on to things and
it'd freak me out. I don't know why. We only went sort of like it were like a tunnel going through a mountain, wasn't it? But it would like I can't really explain it. It were dark, but you got like there were like things in. There were like things in ceiling, like lights, and then on the side there were lights, and it were.
Oh yeah.
It were.
That's absolutely pitch black.
It were like freaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you've sort of got at certain points, it's like, you know, in case you break down, these telephones that you pick up and say, oh, broke down or whatever. Yeah. And I've got Callum saying, what's them? And it's in case you break down, Callum. You know, and they've got like green lights on the roof of this tunnel. And then like on a border on the walls of the tunnel is like a red light. Yeah, it's for safety. It's so, you know, obviously, so you know where you're going. But it was the fact that we're in darkness and all you could see were like these lights flashing as you were going driving through it. Yeah. It is. It's just. I mean, to Joe Blaggs or like such as you, it don't bother you. But it were really, really weird to me.
It was like can't see
creepy.
And I think as well, it's like the brain's perception of things as well. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
And sometimes we freak ourselves out before we even get a chance to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, what about 5 minutes we're in that tunnel, weren't we?
Like that.
I mean, but and it was just like
a lifetime.
It was like a tunnel going through a mountain. Obviously, they'd have to build the road somehow, so they put this tunnel. But it was just not the natural lighting that freaked me out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
But it is. It's like what freaks one person out.
Me. I don't like playing. I hate playing.
You know, what freaks one person out don't freak another one out.
Everybody else is like, oh, there, and I'm like.
Well, you know when we went on a honeymoon, we went to Spain, and I mean I don't know whether they replaced them all or not, but you know how they've got them things now that go outside at plane, where you walk down the tunnel straight onto the plane. Well, when we went on our honeymoon, there were steps up to the plane, and that freaked me out more than actually flying, because as soon as I got on the steps, it was wobbling.
Are we still on steps?
And I'm like this
because East Midlands. It's steps, and I'm still like I get on it, and then I sit there, and then doors shut, and it's like.
But you see, I mean, like nowadays, I mean, obviously they've got them things that go straight onto the plane. It's just a matter of walking down a short tunnel straight onto the plane, isn't it? A lot of, you know.
A big airport.
Yeah.
East Midlands, like that,
Yeah.
Oh, Nick says he did potholing with the school, and that was pretty scary.
Yeah, I did pothole.
I did. Didn't like
What
it.
is that?
It's like when you go down in caves.
Caves and-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go exploring in these underground
The Kettlewell.
caves, and
Did you go to Kettlewell?
you know that's basically what it is. You go down into the caves and go exploring
We went to
underground,
Kettlewell,
and
we did one at Salisbury.
I must admit that's one thing I've never done, but it don't appeal to me.
Yeah.
There again, you're going into darkness. You don't know where you're going or what, you know.
And it's wet.
Exactly.
It's dark.
Well, just take that thing in China, for instance, where they got trapped down. They were potholing and they got trapped down there for days. I mean, that sort of thing would be going through my mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Potholing, you're not letting him go there.
Well, I'm not stopping him from doing it.
But you'll be just.
But I'd be whittling, you know.
You'll be on fire.
Yeah, stressing myself out. You know, what if they get trapped or this, that, and the other? That's just me. That's just me. What I am or who I am. Yeah. I do stress out. I do get worried. I mean, even if it, you know, I won't stop him doing anything, but he still don't stop me from worrying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nick says they have cheddar not far from, not the cheese, by the way.
Oh, cheddar.
Not the cheese, the cheddar goat. And he says it's not far from them, and it's got caves and tunnels.
Oh, nice.
I thought I'd just make that point. We're not talking about the cheese here. Oh dear. But I'll pick the safe option. I'll pick the cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll pick the safe option. I'll pick the cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's Joy tinkering there. Well, I like your phone case.
I got it all.
Go on.
It's all right. She's got a bright silver one, sparkly one. I says, "Oh, I like your phone case."
Well, these get a bit later.
Where was that from?
Amazon. No. And I got it on Prime, so
well, that's all right.
Well, that's it.
No, but
I froze then. A certain person is on about buying me a new phone for my birthday.
I think you should.
Yeah. Well, mine's not mine's an hand-me-down. Mine's one of old Callum's old phone. But
yeah, you need.
I keep saying I'm going to start a GoFundMe thing because it's only 3 weeks tomorrow, my birthday. Oh dear.
Yes, I've had a proper cheddar cheese made in cheddar.
I've had proper cheddar cheese from Asda.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
From the supermarket.
Oh.
Yep.
I always buy proper cheddar.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh dear.
All right.
Go
on.
Holy cow.
With Laura.
Been all right with Aphie while we've been away.
Yeah, we're down at Deborah's.
Hello.
Deborah brought that.
Oh, hello.
And so we're just showing her while we're home.
She's got camera shy now, look.
All right, so I'll ring you. I'm just going to fetch Andy because we're going to go and fetch his holiday spends.
I can see you laughing.
Oh, yeah. Bring you some chips.
That's not cheddar.
Nope.
She's got all camera shy now, haven't you? It's because she's in spotlight.
I have to lie.
I will have to be.
Aww, she's adorable.
Why did you have to lie?
Well, I went out on the day show, so Mum was going to be, why are you going again? Yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't go there.
I was just like, no, he's known you long enough.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Aww.
You're right then.
It's all right. Joy came the other day and she says, I tell you what, because Chris hadn't had hold of her.
Yeah.
So she says, I tell you what, she says, I'll come Friday again. And Joy says, well, I'd have to sit there explaining to my mother why I've been twice this week because I come other day because she bought Kit Callum's keys back, etc. And she said, I'd have to sit there explaining to my mother why I've come again.
I told you she thought.
So I have to sort of stretch through.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
That Vanessa says she took her nephews across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel
There's a way many.
between Maryland and Virginia. We stopped in the middle just
Right,
before.
Nan. Waking her up.
Wow.
Say hello, Vanessa. Hello. Hello, Vanessa. Hi, Carla. Say hello, Carla.
We're gonna go in.
She just wants to eat her cookie.
You were.
You were all sloppy and gooey, weren't you,
Yeah.
Amelia?
Don't know what you're about.
Yeah.
Yeah. She thinks she's got her boxing gloves on now because she's waving her hands about. She's thinking, what?
She's stopping up.
She's probably thinking, what's these things on my hands?
Yeah. I just want to play.
Well, what's my mum put these gloves on for? Because she keeps scratching your face. Show Vicky that little scratch on. That's what she's done on her face. Look,
Ouch.
and that's why they put the scratch mittens on.
Yeah, you gotta have those. That I used to love those. My kids wear them all the time.
So it's stopping you from scratching your face again. She says, "No, I don't like it. I want them off."
Yeah.
Don't
Usually it gets stripped
like,
off,
don't like,
comes
she
out,
says.
It coats off and everything.
I put camera down a little bit. Oh, it's not stopping down. That's... There you go.
Hey, beautiful.
Hello, Auntie Vicky.
She's so pretty.
You've got some rosy red cheeks.
Hi, beautiful.
Night.
What did you just say? Yeah.
She says if it were that easy, she'd have one.
Immaculate conception.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
He says Jeanette's had a baby overnight. I went, yeah, immaculate conception.
Yeah, it's Ian's, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely blue eyes, look.
Yeah, she's beautiful. How old is she now?
I tell you, I'm dropping to pieces.
Yeah. How old is she
dear.
now?
Oh dear. That were a big yawn. Not that boring, am I?
Hey, me out, darling.
How old is she now, Jeanette?
Pardon?
How old is she now?
15 weeks.
Yeah, 15 weeks.
Wow. She's so cute.
You've got
I
a little,
remember mine with that little.
yeah, look, little dress, look,
Oh, but it's so pretty.
little shoes.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. She's all styling today.
Yeah,
very
got
stylish.
tights on as well, look.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're all dressed up to the nines today, aren't we, Amelia?
Yeah, she's not going to be no Slovak.
Hey?
She's not going to be no Slovak.
Yeah. Aww.
She's looking right in.
YouTube channel up for it, and then it says, change nappy time with Amelia.
Carla's put, oh, look at that wee one, so sweet.
Aww.
Only good thing about it is, Carla, you can give them back.
Yes.
You know, they're all right in small doses, but at my age, you can give them back.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Hey, I am her all day Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still
They
good
are.
about.
She spends all day, all
Saturday
day,
afternoon.
all day with Nana. Friday.
All day and all night.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh boy.
He's Andy's pillar, Mimi's pillar.
Because I had to laugh at one of Laura's posts on Facebook. She went, well, we ain't got Amelia tonight. She says, and we're both in bed by 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they hadn't, because Nana had got Amelia, and she went with that, you know, with that tired. She says we were both in bed at 8 o'clock.
Hey, you've still got time to be a great granny when she's older.
Oh, I bet that made you feel a whole lot better, hasn't it, Joy?
You know,
Carla says, I chose not to have children. Every now and then, though, I see one like that and go, oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, I've done my bit for society. I've had 4 all boys.
Yep.
I had one of each, I was all right.
Yeah. Joy had twins and she had one of each, so she stopped at that.
Aww.
She only did it the once, and she says, you know, that was it.
Yeah.
She had one of each, and that's my family done.
You're not going to get something different, are you?
Oh, Ian signing his suit on Gordon Bennett. She's looking right into the camera.
Yeah, she loves it. She like what?
Yeah,
She likes
we know what you're going to be when you're a bit older, Amelia. You're going to be a model, aren't you?
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, she just put some poses
posing
up.
in the
and some and
yeah. Carolyn says, "Look at you with baby woo woo. This is my friend's daughter's baby. In a roundabout way, my great niece, sort of, in a roundabout way." So, and if you want to preview Carolyn, look at her little outfit. Look, she's got little dress on. Look, and little shoes, and she's got a little ensemble on, little fairy coat. See, I'm being posh. They're saying ensemble.
Everybody's weird. What's one of them?
I find outfit works better.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm buying her a Wednesday kit.
Carolyn says adorable.
Don't bring your ears. Where is that Wednesday kit? So don't get through the door.
I'm buying her a Barcelona kit.
Vanessa says.
Andy's buying a Barcelona kit when we go away.
Vanessa says, is there an
Yeah,
Amazon
no,
app for renting little ones out for the day?
Yeah,
And
just a day
Carla's
get Real
put-
Madrid in Saloon because they won't have it.
Carla's put, I like that
Catalonian
idea,
daughter.
Vanessa.
The
See, you could
Catalonians,
start a trend
they're
there,
trying to separate from
Laura. You could
Spain.
start a trend there, renting her
So
outfit
you
day.
put what- and Madrid outfit on in
You make a
Barcelona
fortune.
You can do it on Tinder.
Yeah,
If you've got kids to do people to
No, but
babysit now for 3 hours while you're going
so
to
Andy's looking for a whole
No.
Somebody comes to your house to babysit your child.
Barcelona outfit.
Oh, Gordon Bennett.
You don't even know, but they're coming to your house to babysit you.
I know, yeah, right.
I'll go for a week before.
It's all right. Laura's just. Oh
what you
dear.
doing? Come on. Are you
You're in
alright?
the toilet anyway. You
I
can't
know.
go to the toilet.
Yeah. Andy.
Is she-
Oh, what's
she-
that?
she's farting. That's what it is.
Oh, come on,
She-
chunky
oh,
bum.
oh! She nearly blew my hand off then.
Go on then, chunky off.
But
Right,
Laura's
so-
just been saying,
You give us a lift out to Asda.
that's what she was saying, on Tinder, you know, like the dating app, when you sort of book a date or something, you get like a total stranger coming and babysitting you for 3 hours. Yeah, like that's never going to happen.
I can't find it.
You don't know who's coming into your house, do you? You don't know who's looking after your kid. I'd rather somebody I knew look after my kid rather than let a total stranger.
It's on TV when they say about it now. A stranger can come look after your kid for 3 hours while you're going Tinder date. Somebody from Tinder to come and help.
Vanessa's put like an Uber app where we use that to find one for rent for different events, pushing around the park in a carriage or such. Yeah, I think that's why she was trumping like no tomorrow.
Oh, is it that? Oh,
Take it outside.
No, I'm going to say, and there's him wanting to have her overnight and first side her a dating happy. And
What are you having overnight? Oh, I could get a night off.
yeah.
Get a night off, you'll never want to eat.
No, wait, Jose.
No,
we've been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. Thank
oh
you.
no, Grandad didn't miss you. I'd get lynched if you didn't come home.
No.
Wouldn't I?
You would. What are you doing?
And it's one of them things where, you know, I've been there and I've done that. That's sort of.
I don't think she did anything, but
Yeah.
change her.
I'll be right back.
Hiya, Gregory. How are
Oh,
you?
we're out there.
What?
Yeah, just have a
He's seen no Nappy Sack anyway. So it doesn't-
Yeah. It's all right. They're talking bins now. Joyce says I'll put it in the bin, and he says you can't because it's bin day today and it's out on the road. So Yes, I'm doing a carrot cake later.
Oh.
And Sunday, I'm doing banana bread.
Oh.
Oh, that's...
I'm
just...
not doing any baking.
That's the banana bread, but we couldn't get the buttermilk because they don't do it from our Asda any longer. So I've ordered some shopping. So basically that's coming with the shopping, and that's the recipe. That's the recipe for the carrot cake. Just a basic like carrot cake. So yes, so because it's just reminded me when Gregory's coming, I'm baking a carrot cake later, and I think on Sunday I am doing banana bread.
Might see if you're a carrot.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that summer's almost over. So Gregory, that's the carrot cake that I'm on about doing.
Come on then.
And
We're going.
that is the banana bread that I'm doing.
Right, I'll see you in a bit.
What? Don't forget they want some sticks and biscuits.
Sticks and biscuits.
Yeah, and cigarettes.
And what else that you need?
Yeah.
Well, I'll ring her up.
It normally does.
Jeanette, what do you mean?
It does. He rings me every time. Even though I write him a list, he still forgets.
That's why I don't think I'm talking.
So there you go. So see you in a bit. Have you got your bags? Have you got any bags? So yeah, so they are the recipes that I'm doing over the weekend. I'm doing two because I haven't done one in a few weeks. So just showing everybody that's the banana bread.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it does look very, and that is the carrot cake that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't wait for the carrot cake one.
Yeah.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Basically just your classic carrot cake. It's nothing, it's got, but this is the thing. I mean, it says 16 fluid ounces of vegetable oil. Now, I've never known a cake with that much vegetable oil in.
Yeah, a little bit worried, but well, I guess we'll see how it turns out.
Well, this is it. 1 pound and 3 ounces or 525 grams of carrots.
Yeah.
But there is like cinnamon and chopped walnuts and everything in it. And then obviously you've got it's got the cream cheese on top. So, but you see, I mean, Chris were like, oh, I don't really fancy a cake with carrots in it. I says, well, when you grate them and you add it to the cake mix, you don't really taste them.
No, you don't.
It's got cinnamon in as well to give it that bit of a oomph or a zing to it.
Absolutely. Yep.
So I think he's sort of coming round to the idea of it. And I says, well, when it says carrot cake, yes, it is a carrot cake, but you've got to think that you grate your carrots up and you don't really taste the carrots in it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
A flavor, Yeah.
Well, you see, it does say vegetable oil. So why vegetable oil? I don't know. So it just says mix all the ingredients except the carrots and the walnuts. So basically, all the other ingredients you mix together.
Yeah.
Before you add the carrots and the walnuts.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, once you've made the cake, you spoon it, stir in the carrots and walnuts. So obviously, once you've actually made the cake, you put the carrots and the walnuts in afterwards.
No, you really don't taste them. You really don't taste them at all.
I mean, I was trying to get that point across to Chris that even though it's called a carrot cake, yes, it's made with carrots, but it's only sort of not like a small part of the cake, and you don't actually, you don't bite into it and all you can taste is carrots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why there's the cinnamon and the walnuts and everything in it.
Yeah.
you won't actually taste the carrots.
Yeah, he'll love it.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jason's put carrot cake. But yeah, same as I say, it does. I think that was Chris's misconception. He thought carrots, carrots and cake, they sort of don't fit in the same sentence.
Yeah, exactly. Now I want cake.
Yeah, and Vanessa says that's why you leave the carrots and the walnuts till the end, because otherwise they just settle on the bottom.
Yeah.
So Carla says now she wants cakes.
Yes, exactly, Vanessa. Yeah.
He says he's eaten it, but he wasn't impressed. Well, it's not to everybody's taste. I mean, I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Sweet potato pie? I've never tried that.
No, neither have I. Well, on another note, Jason, I'm doing banana bread as well. It is like, it's not, even though it's called banana bread, it is actually a cake.
Yeah.
So to speak. So, oh, that is the staple here as a pumpkin pie. But funny thing is, I mean, our research, because I do research my recipes. Like last year when it was Halloween, I did the not so scary slime cake, but it was custard coloured green. Yeah. So I was looking for ideas, and I came across cupcakes, but we're basically like ice, like Frankenstein, that's just the icing, if you know what I mean. So I might do something like that this year.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Southern type pie, you use special creamy sweet potatoes.
Yep. Yeah, sweet potato pie is supposed to be really good. Yep.
But yeah, I sort of been,
Oh yeah.
Sweet potato, French fries with the horseradish sauce for dipping. Now you see, there's the thing. I don't like horseradish sauce.
Yeah, you can have whatever you want with them, but
yeah.
Pecan pie, that's my brother. Between pecan pie and cherry pie, that's my brother's favorite pie. He loves pecan.
But you see, the thing is, I mean, it's like I look for different recipes. Now I wouldn't mind sort of going off piece, so to speak, and sort of doing like healthy cooking and like pizzas and things like that, and sort of going a little bit off what I normally do. Yeah, it is a bit quiet. It's Andrew, having said that, we've got the 12 viewers in, so it's not too bad, but it is oh, you can buy £50 bags from the side of the road.
Wow. Sweet potato. Yeah, the sweet potato fries are actually really good. I like them.
They've just started doing them in our local Asda, the sweet potato, even the sweet potato mash, and sweet potato fries, and they even do carrot fries as well. They've started doing them.
Yeah, they're good though. I like them. Wow.
Plum pudding. We see how, same as I say, I keep researching. I do like research things. I mean, like, let's say at Easter, I looked into hot cross buns and things like that.
Yeah.
But never got round to it. And I've got a ton of recipes that I've never actually made. But I think at the time, oh, that looks all right. That's all. And I just print them off just like that. And then, sort of, if I'm stuck for anything, WrestleMania, if I'm stuck for anything to do, I'll just look back in my recipes, think, well, I ain't made that, and I ain't made that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hot cross buns. Yeah, I haven't had those in ages.
Nah, I mean, I've got some, where I'm sitting at the moment, some I did printed quite a few off when I did the carrot cake and the banana bread and oh, what's that gone on the floor? Anyway, chocolate brownie meringue with raspberry cream. Devil's food cake. These is just like I sat down one day and I was just looking through velvet chocolate tort.
Ooh.
You know, I sort of had a brainstorming day where I just that looks good, and I just print them off.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they look nice, and then that one is crisp. You actually, well, what you call chips, they're actually made with crisps.
Oh.
There's crisp chocolate and salted peanut tart, and it's actually the base that is made from the crisps, or what you call chips.
Yeah.
But it's just a case of it's 250 grams of good quality salted crisps or chips, as we call them, 100 grams of butter and 4 tablespoons of golden syrup, and that is your base.
Wow.
But it's something out of the norm, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Hi, Michelle. It's all right, Chris is ringing me already.
Oh boy.
Just mute myself.
Okay. Let's see. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, that's okay, Michelle. Yeah. I'm getting there. Don't worry. Yeah, lemon meringue pie. Jason is actually my mom's specialty for quite a while before she actually forgot how to make it. Yeah, coconut cream pie, chocolate cream pie. I really like the McCain ones, but yeah, it's pretty good. I know it's sad, Michelle. You know, but I'm glad I had Super Pop Bro. He's been an awesome light through this, besides Jeanette, because Jeanette's always been my go-to.
Yeah, it's all right. It was Chris ringing me, and it sounded like Dalek. It was breaking up, and I said, "You're gonna have to ring me back."
Yeah.
You see, Carla's just said she makes coconut cream pie, but you see, we're not into coconut, so I mean that's won't be, you know what I mean.
Make a chocolate cream pie, and then put it in Pixie's face. No, I'm just joking. I have a wood-fired oven under construction I designed. I'm waiting for the price of fire brick to drop, so I finished it. Oh, nice. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it was a her. Yeah. It was a her. And yeah, you could hear her purring a mile away, that one. The hardest part for me so far is being the coffee mornings, because that's why I didn't come on yesterday, because I'm just so used to her jumping on me. But yeah, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry. Oh yeah, you know what? That's the one thing, Vanessa, that I would love to see is, the old-fashioned pioneer way of making bread and stuff was having it on the paddle and putting it in and whatever. I would love to see that done. That would be awesome. Something to vlog. Baked cheesecake. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I want to say thank you. While Jeanette's talking to Chris, I just really want to say thank you to William Super Pop Bro for the video that he made. I want to thank each and everybody that's made a comment on that video and all the support I've been getting. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna be okay. So hi, Tamboki, how are you? Oh, that's good. That's awesome. That's really good, Vanessa. I hope you're gonna vlog that, because that would be awesome to see. Yeah, no, that's fine, Jason. I know you've been busy. That's fine. What's that, Michelle? Oh, yeah. Big mistake. Hi, Kyle. How are you?
Hiya, Kyle. Sorry about that. It was Pixie on the phone.
Yeah, how is he?
As he does. He's down at our stern and says, "Oh, do we want anything other than this or that?" Because until the shopping's delivered tomorrow, we needed like some cat treats and whatever. So he says, I'll sort of just get the bare minimum, you know, till the shopping comes tomorrow evening.
Hi, Devin.
Jason wants to know the topic. Are you doing the trivia today?
No,
Devin
I'm not going to do it today. I made an announcement on Twitter. I should have done it on Instagram too, but I'm going to wait till Monday. I just need a little bit more time. Because I know I'm going to get 20 questions and comments and stuff about it, Jason. So I'm going to postpone it until Monday.
Well, it's like this, Vicky. If you don't feel like, I mean, it's like yesterday, I was in agony. Chris kept saying, well, leave coffee morning for this morning, you know, and I kept saying, no, there'll be people expecting me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's hard to sit there and smile and be happy and everything for the camera when you're dying inside, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, it was hard yesterday. It was on Adam's stream and I was doing okay. And it was, yeah, exactly, Ian. That's right. Exactly. Is it Destiny come on and she's got a beautiful cats. But she's got one that begs and whatever else. But it just, when she brought them on, I had to actually go off. And I couldn't handle
it. I mean, you can understand it from your point of view. Your cat's just passed away, and then you're seeing other people with their cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, it is upsetting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I just had to, because it was just, I needed a moment. Like, I'm not, I don't want everybody to stop their lives just because of what happened.
Oh, yeah. I mean, same as I did say on the live stream yesterday. I says, I didn't expect you to be there. You know, yeah. I understood fully why you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sorry, Nick. Adam is preparing to have his house rewired, or his part of the house rewired. So he's moving everything off the walls and away from the walls and stuff like that, so they can do that. So that's why he's not here this morning.
Yeah, they're coming tomorrow to rewire his house. So it's basically everything's got to be sorted by today.
Yeah. I like Ian. He says, and again, Mrs. P, it's when you're ready, feck everybody else.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, same as I said to Chris, I mean, I've got the comfort. I'm sat on the sofa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not as if sort of I'm doing this, that, the other. I mean, it's like today I've got 2 cushions behind me because now my back's hurting me, so I can't win.
Yeah, exactly. I keep hearing like little noises and stuff like that, so that, you know, I think that's making it hard for me too. You know? Yeah. And I understand yesterday, like I didn't come on because that's the one thing every morning she would come up and jump on my shoulder just so she could be like, I guess, part of the coffee morning. She'd hear you guys and she'd be right here, right? So
I mean, I was saying to Chris yesterday. I mean, we did have a cat older than Benny, and his name was Eddie, and he was the very first cat we ever had. We had him from about 6-7 weeks old. Now we lived in Great Yarmouth at the time, and it was just before we came back to, you know, this part of the country. And he got knocked over. Now, it's like losing one of your children.
It is.
And, you know, I understand fully what you're going through because I've been through that, you know, and that, as it just happened, sort of the few days after it happened, my mum were coming to visit with my auntie. And all I were doing were crying. You know, and my mum's sort of outlook on it was, oh, it's only a cat, you know what I mean? Which sort
Yeah.
of devastated me even more, because no, they're not just a cat. They're part of your family. They're like your children.
Yeah, exactly. And they are. I mean, you got to feed them, you got to take care of them, you got to clean up after them and everything else, and tell them to be quiet when they're driving you crazy. You know?
Yeah. The same as I say, I fully understand, because, and it made it sort of, it makes it harder when you've had them right from being little kittens, and you've sort of seen them grow like you see children grow.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. And Ian says, might only be a cat, but it's part of your family. But you see, this is what my mum couldn't understand when we lost Eddie. I cried for days and days and days, and it devastated me, you know, and even sort of Chris had to bury him, you know, and it was the fact that I couldn't even face that, because I was so heartbroken over it. I couldn't even face that. And some would say it's like losing one of your kids. You just, you know, and even to this day, I mean, Chris posted a thing on his like personal page on his thing, came up with memories.
Yeah.
And it were Eddie.
Yeah.
And even then, I mean, we're talking like 7 or 8 years ago, it sort of still upsets me just to see pictures of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I totally understand what you're going through, Vicky. I do.
Yeah.
Well,
Sean had to go and bury her for us, but the hard part is, like, for Sean, I felt so bad, but he said he would do it. He volunteered, but he had just buried Alice not long ago.
Yeah.
So now he's had to bury another one. So for his emotional, you know, I thought, okay, you know.
Yeah. But Jason says he gets like that with pictures of but you do. You never forget them, because it's like raising a child, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like we'd had Eddie from being 6 or 7, 8 week old. I can't remember how old, but he were only this tiny little thing that had fit in your hand. And when you've seen that pet grow from that into a full blown cat, you know, it's like they're like your children.
Yeah. That's why I asked when I asked William to make that video for me. It was I just said, just post it, do whatever, do a thumbnail and post it, because I can't do it.
Yeah.
Right. So, and like Ian said, it might only be a cat, but it's part of your family.
Yeah. You see, this is what my mum couldn't grasp when we lost Eddie. Yeah. You know, she's her sort of comment to me, "What? It's only a cat," you know, but she'd never had pets.
Yeah.
They were one of these that she, you know, because of hay fever and whatever, she'd never had cats, she'd never had dogs or whatever. So she didn't quite grasp the situation as, look, you know, they're part of the family.
Yeah. And my dad, first thing he was worried about was the boys, because Austin, he felt like it was his fault. And I'm like they're both just, they're okay. But once they watch the video and everything like that, and their friends have been really supportive and trying to distract them and everything else. So, I mean, that's been a blessing. And actually the shock that I got was, Austin called his dad. I was like, okay, sure, go ahead and call him. And he was like begging to go down there. So Brad's going to take them on Saturday and then bring them back Sunday night. Just because Austin, he needs to get out of the house.
Yeah. I mean, and that's exactly why when I private messaged you and I says give the boys a hug from me, because I knew it'd devastate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ian says best thing is, Vicky, you got great memories from your own memories and our jokes on here, etc. Yeah, pussy. About my pussy in the morning. Yeah. But the kids are already asking, like, are we gonna get another cat? And I said, okay, no, not right now. I said it's gonna take me some time.
Yeah, obviously.
To be able to do that.
Obviously. I mean, when it's not so raw and you know, months down the line, you know, you might consider it, but
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, but when Eddie passed away, we got Benny, you see.
Yeah.
So I mean, even though it devastated me, you sort of, you know, we'd still got Benny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So anyway, changing the subject.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't want it upsetting you too much, Vicky. I mean, you misses your airy pussy.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Ian.
Yeah. But how's the weather, Michelle? It's glorious here. I'll turn camera around. This is sort of bit. Can you see how bright the sun is and everything?
Oh, good.
It's lovely out there.
Really
And you can tell the weather's changed because Chris has got his shorts on today.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Sexy legs.
Not really. Not really.
That's right. He has varicose veins, doesn't he?
Yeah. But I'm doing a vlog later on of carrot cake, so I'm going to be vlogging in a little while.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
So I'm doing the carrot cake today, and I'll probably be doing the banana bread at the weekend, Sunday probably, because they're out to the match on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. I've actually, depending on how the weather is supposed to be today, I'm supposed to be taking the kids to the water park, Ian, to go for a last swim before school is starting on Tuesday for them.
But Vicky's hoping it rains.
I really don't want to wear a bathing suit or go anywhere right now.
What? Your dad's not here. No, he's gone down to Asda.
Yeah. Hello, Lurkio.
Hello.
How are you this morning?
Doing the lurky dance.
Inside someone.
Oh, have you?
Mm.
Oh. Will he be playing tomorrow? Probably not.
Probably on bench.
Oh. All right, he's just come down to inform his dad that their team signed another player. Callum, can you just do me a quick favour? Can you take that? I know I've let my coffee go cold. Can you take these cups in there? There's two over there as well. It does have its uses.
Yeah, I know, eh? Gopher is a good one.
Nick prefers bald ones.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not asked what sort.
Nope. Yeah, I'm hoping so. It should be just, I want to try and vlog a little bit, so I've got to get my video of the Greek Fest up so I can get room on my camera. So
yeah, Ian says he's getting ready for his uncle's funeral today.
Our prayers are with you, hon.
Yeah, we'll be thinking of you. That's why we're ironing his suit.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, it's a case of you do what you've got to do, don't you?
Yep. Yeah.
It says it says he likes the bald ones because he can't stand the fur all over the furniture.
Oh, brother.
But it is a bit of a bugger because you can tell when, I mean, like ours has started losing the summer coats now, getting prepared for winter.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, it's you know, it's a case of you know, how many weeks to Christmas now? Soon come around, hasn't it?
118 days apparently, according to the will. He's counting down.
Yeah, and I've just got a question for Ian. What is it? 3 weeks tomorrow?
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, but yes, and I know he's got the date wrote down in his diary.
Yep.
So, yes, another year older in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah, 3
he's
weeks
not
tomorrow.
understanding. He said 3 weeks tomorrow, question mark.
Just look in your diary. It's the 1st of September tomorrow, so
Yeah. Come on,
20
Ian.
days on top of that, you know, just saying.
He's probably just joshing you anyways.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what it is.
But yeah, I'm going to start a GoFundMe page because I need a new phone. I mean, it was like in Chris's last night. He got on about it, and I says, "Man, the phone I've got is one of Callum's hand-me-downs."
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't like literally, you know, bought Chris a new phone last year. Yeah, it is the Queen's birthday. Yeah. So it was sort of saying, oh, you know, I think Jeanette's dropping hints out there that she needs a new phone.
Yep.
And I put in the chat, yes, donations greatly accepted. So we can get a decent one.
Yeah, Michelle's going to start a GoFundMe for a new man.
But yeah, you know, and I sort of made a joke, like, you know, donations kindly accepted. So, but they're that expensive these days when you know, when you want a new phone and whatever. But
yeah, they are expensive.
We see the problem I've got, like when Ian goes live, it not let me watch it on my phone.
Oh, that's not good.
You know, so sort of Chris will say, oh, Ian's live and I'm watching him on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. I can't do that because, you know, it's one art basically. So it's not all that fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. I like watching him live. He's funny.
But we did have this conversation the other day, didn't we? We're on about doing like a live stream on that night. And we're sort of considering bingo, aren't we?
Yep.
So we sort of, you know, incorporate it with like a birthday live stream and sort of bingo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, he's waiting till September as the new iPhone comes out. We see we've all got Samsung, so I find that I can get on easy with. I did have an iPhone many moons ago, but I found that I couldn't get along with it.
Yeah.
I'm not all that technical, you know, savvy, but I find the Samsung is a lot easier to understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Chris is mad at me because I can go live from my drone on YouTube. He can't. Well, you see, he did try out yesterday and he switched. He can actually, you know, go live on Facebook.
Yeah.
But the fact that the matter was, it were on the table, same as he says, it is a glass table, but there is metal bits in it. So same as he says, that could have been interfering. It did sort of go briefly live on Facebook via his drone just to test it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the one day that he didn't think anybody could hear him, we could hear him just fine. He just wasn't like registering what he was saying. I don't think it was registering on the actual drone pad.
Yeah. Well, you see with the drone, you've got to have satellite signals. And it's same as he says, one, it was on the table, which has got metal in it. And two, the fact that we're indoors, but it were only like a test to see if it could. And Jason says, if you don't need anything too much, I got an Android and it was less than £100.
Mm.
But you see, this is what I've got, and it's like just, I don't even know. It was for the S whatever and S whatever other. That's how old it is, but it's a Samsung. It, you know, I can get the internet on it. I can get, you know.
Yeah.
But the only downside of it is I can't seem to be able to watch anything live while it's actually happening on Facebook. Why, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now you see, when we went to the Ibis Hotel like when we went to Birmingham and when we went to Portsmouth, for some reason, my phone wouldn't connect to their internet, their free Wi-Fi. Now, it'd connect, but then next minute it'd disconnect.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is like when we're at the cottage, the Wi-Fi, you just put the Golden Bennett, you made me jump. The Wi-Fi at the cottage is coming through my door again.
Know by now.
But yeah, so I mean, when we were at the cottage, it was just a case of connect to such and such a network, put the password in, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah,
it was doing that. But when it's sort of like the hotels, and when it's like that sort of that sort of Wi-Fi, I don't know whether it's because of security reasons, but it said this is not a secure site, obviously because everybody and his mother are using it within the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle says that she's going now, sending you a virtual hug.
Oh, bye, Michelle. Thank you so much.
But yeah, I mean, that's the problem I'm having. Sort of Chris and Callum, boom, just like that. And because they'd already connected to the Ibis in Birmingham, we went to the meetup, it was just a case of boom, because it's sort of similar. You've already sort of logged into the Ibis Wi-Fi. So basically, then we're like from the get-go.
Oh,
yeah.
Big old.
What you forgot?
We'll find down a bit.
Why?
Pretty jokes and will.
No. It still forgot something. Memory like a sieve.
Wow. Do.
I'll go after that one now.
Yeah, look, he's got. Yeah, just to prove he's got shorts on. Look.
Woo! Sexy legs, Pixie.
It's a good job it's not first thing in the morning to put you off your breakfast. Well, it is probably for you.
Put you off your dinner.
It is now.
Hiya, big red bear.
And he's just coming to me, showing my legs off.
Oh dear.
Anybody off that?
Yeah. Oh well. If they can't cope with it, I have to cope with it every day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Holy cow.
I say it as I see it. I mean, they're not the best of legs. Let's not candy coat it. I mean, he's right up top. You know, he's got lady legs. Man, get some tights. I mean, even he admits himself they're not the best of legs, but I'm going to say they're the only pair he's got. So it's a matter of making do with what you've got.
No.
But yes, I mean, he's already had his veins done once, and they come back as bad, you know, if not worse than they were before. So that's another sort of fail. He's had them done, but they do tell you when you have the operation that they might come back.
My mum had them too. She still does, but
we see when Chris had them done. You see, the local hospital would only do one leg at a time. So it was like, you've got to go and have one leg done, recover from that, and then go and have other done. And Chris says, well, can't you do them both at the same time? And it says, well, no, we don't do both at the same time at this hospital, but we can refer you to the other hospital. Yeah. So that's what they did. And he says, well, if I'm going to recover, I want to do it all in one go, rather than sort of getting over one operation, just to have another one done.
Yeah.
So that's what he did. And it were like a mummy when he come back, you know, like from his feet up to his legs, strapped up with all sorts of strapping. And they were walking like a mummy.
Oh my gosh. Poor
But
guy.
it was the fact that, you know, and what they do is when they do that, they do it from the groin anyway.
Yeah.
And that, you know, I know it's a bit gross to be talking about that when you're having you something to eat, but, you know, that's basically what they do. They just pull them out. But they did say that they more than likely come back. So
yeah. Big Red Bear says Christina, which is Chris, needs now only needs a tutu.
Yeah. He really was a strapping. Yeah. Same as I say, if you'd have seen him when he walked in through the door, he looked like a mummy, like e.g. he were walking like a mummy. Plus he'd got like, right from the ankle right up to top, because they were like mostly on the top of his legs, but there was some a bit further down.
Yeah.
You know, in like his calf area. So basically, it you know, in for a penny, in for a pound, he had them done all in one go. But yeah, they've come back. Some of them are even worse than they were before. So same as he says, what's the point in going through all that pain, all that, you know, recovery and everything when, you know, when they come back even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was like when I had the carpal tunnel surgery. On this hand.
Now you've got a lump there.
Yeah, and now I've got a great big lump there, and I was supposed to be having the other one done, and I just said to him, look, you know, I've had that much trouble because I got an infection in it as well.
Oh boy.
The stitches got infected. So I says, I've had that much trouble. We're having the first one done. Bugger it. I'm not having. I'll put up with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. Yeah.
You know, it's not worth the hassle. You know, I had the operation. They don't put you to sleep. Yeah. Just do it under local anaesthetic. And I says, no. I says, it's too much hassle. Bugger it. I'd rather put up with it. And women being right-handed anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Emily says she's bruised her hand.
Oh, yeah. She had a bit of a fit of anger yesterday after everything that was going on and decided to be a smart aleck and punch a wall.
Oh, dear.
And now it's really, really hurting.
She could have broke something.
No, she says it's not like it's bruised and everything already. And that's what I said. If it bruises that fast, usually it's broken.
But I mean, it's like me. I mean, I bruise that easily. I mean, you didn't see the biggest bruise and when we were on holiday, I sort of walked into because it was like sticking out on the corner, and I caught my leg on the corner of his bed. Not kidding you, bruise was that big on my leg. That's how big it came out.
Wow.
But I do bruise ever so easy.
Yeah. She's a silly Billy, that one, I'll tell you.
But this is the thing. I mean, when you're angry, you do silly things, don't you? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same thing if I were in her situation.
Yeah. I've been meant to be, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. You better be. Or I'll have to fly all the way over there and beat you up.
It does. You know, I mean, in them situations, it does get to you. And you do get frustrated.
Yeah, exactly. But anywho, Jeanette, I'm going to have to head off.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'll not be going on for much longer because we want some lunch, etc. So, and I've got the preparation for the carrot cake a bit later on. So,
I just got to tell you, Sean's got a job to do this morning, and he's up and ready to go already.
Oh,
yeah, he's going to clean his brother's apartment.
Oh.
But he's getting paid for it, so he doesn't care.
I'm going to say, did you nearly faint?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jason says lunchy munchy, yes.
Yeah.
As I say, Chris has just got back from Mazda, so we're going to have some lunch, and then I'm going to sort of set up for the vlog a bit later on.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody that's been in this morning, and Vicky for coming on the panel.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, anything to take your mind off things, even though we sort of did broach on the subject, but
yeah, it's good to talk about it though.
Yeah. I do want a quick word with you in a bit as well. privately.
Yeah, okay. I'll stay on then.
Yeah, okie dokie then.
Okay.
So, Kenneth, I'm just shutting it down because it's lunchtime here. I have been going for 2.5 hours, so sorry you arrived late, and I am just shutting it down. So, I'll see you all on Monday morning.
Oh, can I watch it
Yeah.
for Sheffield United?
I know our Callum came down while you were in Asda,
Oh, that's a goodie.
about 10 minutes late.
Happy that.
So, thank you everybody for coming in, not only in the chat, but for Vicky coming on the panel. So I'll see you all Monday. Bye.